Hey Titans, this is Vinyan.
And Shaunak. This is Cen10 News.
So Valentine's Day is coming up, and we always have someone to appreciate during these hard Valentines. Get it?
Ha ha!
Anyways, let's see what people are doing for Valentine's Day. Here's Jackie with more information.
It's February, which means love is in the air. Let's see what our Titans are up to this Valentine's Day.
I plan on going to hang out with friends, and I also plan on asking out the girl I like.
My plans for Valentine's Day are to go to Starbucks and to treat myself.
Are you third wheeling anyone?
Nah, not this time.
So if we're able to get a babysitter, which is probably not very likely on a day like Valentine's Day, my wife and I, we pretty much go every Valentine's Day to the same restaurant that's in downtown Dallas that has this wonderful green tea ice cream cake that's really, really good. But that's only if we get this perfect situation, which it will probably just be chilling with my son and we get to watch Godzilla movies from the 1960s. So I mean, that's got a level of, romanticism, right?
After listening to what our Titans have to say, we have Cherry Chu from Student Council to tell us more about Valentine's Day.
So Stuca is getting ready for our annual tradition of Valentine's Day hearts. And if you're new this year or you don't know what that is, we basically make these red little paper hearts and we write each student's name on it. And then the morning of Valentine's Day, we tape them up on the cafeteria hallways and alphabetize them and sort them by grade. And then when the students walk in the morning of, they get to get their friends, significant other, or even their own heart and wear that heart for the rest of the day. And we love this tradition because it involves the entire student body and overall increases Valentine's Day spirit.
We hope all of our Titans have a great Valentine's Day. This has been Jackie Lee for Cen10 News.
I wish I could find someone.
You wish.
Anyways, Lunar New Year has arrived, with each day being a new year for each animal. Here's Xander with more news.
We've been in 2022 for 2 months already, but for over 1.5 billion people across the world, the new year is just beginning. This celebration, known as the Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year, or Spring Festival, kicked off last week on February 1st and will last all the way until the 15th. As many around the globe welcome in the new year, let's take a look and see what this holiday is all about. Perhaps the most important celebration of the year for many, the Lunar New Year signals the beginning of the spring and the start of the new year according to the Chinese lunar calendar. Its importance is rooted deep in history, and today remains one of the most important occasions for generations of families to reunite and spend time together. This celebration is also believed to be significant to ensure good fortune for the coming year and has many religious traditions and beliefs that hold value to society. These traditions include spending time with family, storytelling, elaborate decorations, and a popular gift tradition involving red envelopes. These red envelopes are perhaps one of the most popular festivities to take part during this celebration. These envelopes contain gifts of money to serve as a good luck charm for the new year. By giving the money to children, elders are hoping to pass on a year of good fortune and blessings. Of course, there are several parts to this long celebration. The first 8 days, known as the Little Year, generally contain preparations for the festival. The middle 11 days, known as the Spring Festival, is when the Chinese New Year officially begins. And finally, the celebration concludes with the Lantern Festival, which lasts 4 days. The Lantern Festival is considered the climax of the Lunar New Year, and this year will be celebrated on February 15th. It celebrates family reunions in society, and it features ancient spiritual traditions. Some also call this the true Chinese Valentine's Day. The many activities include moon gazing, lighting lanterns, riddles, lion dances, eating rice balls, and much more. And with the celebration this year, we prepare to enter the Year of the Tiger. So what's in store for this year? The Year of the Rat, 2020, was about survival, and the Year of the Ox, last year, was about anchoring ourselves in a new reality. The Year of the Tiger will be about making big changes. This year will be a year of risk-taking and adventure. So as the Year of the Tiger roars its way in, let's make it a good one, Titans. This has been Sanderson for Cen10 News.
Thank you, Xander, for the information about, well, Lunar New Year.
Another special event coming up this year are the Winter Olympics. Here's Brody with more information.
While the Summer Olympics may have been last year, the 2022 Winter Olympics are going on right now. Last Friday, the opening ceremony was held in Beijing, China, ringing in the 2022 Winter Olympics for the year. The Olympics have been tradition for over 2,000 years since ancient Greece, where the various city-states would come together, sending their best athletes in a show of sportsmanship and competition. Today, the Olympics is an international spectacle, with hundreds of countries and thousands of athletes competing in an event that's the closest thing we have to world peace. The Winter Games consist of dozens of fun activities to watch, such as ice skating, hockey, snowboarding, bobsledding, skiing, and many other exciting sports. While athletes from all over the globe are still gathering for the Olympics in Beijing, many countries, such as the United States and Canada, are performing a diplomatic boycott in response to the allegations against China regarding its possible human rights violations. From our international competitors to our Titans right here at home, we look forward to wishing all of our athletes good luck this season. This has been Brody Sint for Cen10 News.
These Olympics and events are really making me look forward to what is coming up in the school year.
Like the SAT coming up later in the school year, keep on studying, Titans. Anyways, here's Andrew with more information about this test.
March 2nd is an important date for juniors, as on that day, they will be taking the SAT. Juniors, as well as freshmen and sophomores, will find that preparing for the SAT can be overwhelming. So to make the process easier, here is some general information about the test day and the best ways that you can prepare. Juniors will have to arrive to test at no later than 8:45 a.m. because testing starts at 9. You'll want to bring number 2 pencils and an eraser, as well as an approved calculator, which you can find out more about on the College Board website. One of the best ways that you can prepare is by going to the Khan Academy website and doing their official SAT practice. The benefit of this is that you can link your PSAT scores to Khan Academy to have a tailored plan for studying based on your strengths and weaknesses. Another idea is to download and print paper SAT practice tests from the College Board website, which will let you simulate the experience of the real test at home. Other options include prep books, online programs, or even tutors. Now, let's hear it from the perspective of a senior who took the test last year.
I prepared, I guess. I just used Khan Academy, and I guess what I just suggest is remembering that it has almost nothing to do with how smart or intelligent you are, and mainly just with like how you manage your time on it. So I don't think it's necessarily about like doing like a bunch of practice tests or like studying for like 3 hours every single day. I think just literally just trying to do it consistently. Maybe just like even like 20 minutes every day or like after school or something like that would be fine. Yeah, I'd say I felt pretty prepared, but I think at one point you kind of just have to just go into it and just go with your gut knowing. I guess maybe I'd start earlier because I started like maybe like a month or two before my actual test. So yeah, I'd say to start maybe early.
Now that you know how to prepare, it's time to start studying to improve your chances at getting scholarships and being admitted to your preferred college. Good luck to all juniors taking their SAT in March. This has been Andrew Jones with Cen10 News.
Man, I wish there was another way to express myself instead of studying.
There is. Fine arts, theater, band, and orchestra, which will help you express yourself and meet new friends along the way. Here is Lauren with more information.
Our Titans are very talented, and it goes to show when taking a look into the fine arts, including band, dance, art, theater, orchestra, and choir.
Recently, the entire department came together to create the Oklahoma musical, which was a great success. For the coming months, band, orchestra, and choir have been practicing for competitions like solo ensemble and UIL.
We have solo and ensemble competition, which about 120 of our students are performing in. And at the end of February, all of our students will perform in our UIL concert and sight reading assessment.
So in choir, we are preparing for our solo contest at the beginning of February, and also our competition at the end of March.
Band wrapped up the competitive part of the season in the fall, and then we kind of quickly make a transition into getting our own solos ready for solo and ensemble, which happens in February, and picking out UIL literature that happens in April.
In art, the artwork our Titans have created never goes unrecognized when walking the halls past the art rooms.
So our biggest thing happening right now is the VASE competition, which is a visual arts scholastic event. That is visual arts UIL competition of the year. And we have students from Art 1, Art 2, Art 3, and all of our AP classes as well competing in that on February 12th.
Our Titans in theater have also been practicing for big competitions and new creations.
Now we are currently working on 2 different competition shows, as well as a children's theater play and another musical theater performance. So theater is still rocking and rolling for the remainder of the school year. Be sure to check out our bulletin board outside of my classroom to see our upcoming events. We want you to get involved, so it's never too late to start becoming a part of our department.
Our dance teams continue to work hard to deliver beautiful performances.
This season in dance and drill team, we've got our upcoming deal evaluation, which is like Dance UIL. That'll take place this week in January. We also have a number of performances for drill team coming up, the Frisco ISD Dance Team Showcase, a handful of basketball games, and then our competitive season begins in February.
We are so excited to see their efforts being paid off. Great job, Titans. This is Lauren at Cen10 News.
Thank you so much, Lauren, about the great fine arts.
We also want to congratulate Nave for winning 3rd in UIL and 1st in preliminary. Here's Owen with more info.
Navya Sampathkumar is a senior at Centennial High School this year, and recently, after hours of competing, she placed 3rd in Austin for congressional debate. I spoke with her and Coach Compton about this amazing accomplishment. For the past 6 years, Centennial has had students competing in Austin, where competitors are asked to research and defend claims on their topics. The competition is quite rigorous and competitive.
So at the state competition in Austin, the first day that we arrived, we first started by coordinating with all the different schools who came from all across Texas to essentially see what different topics we would be debating, since all of that's decided by the students. So we kind of coordinated that the night before, and then my coaches and I started getting into research. So we researched arguments for the legislation, against the legislation, and there were so many different topics, so we made sure to do research on pretty much everything, just in case, so that I could be prepared for like any and all scenarios. So it took a lot of endurance and also practice. I had to make sure that I was fueling myself and keeping up to date with all like the current news that's going outside. And for those like 3 days, I was just practicing, researching, and coordinating with different schools so that I could be prepared for the sessions as they go along.
So Navya had to compete first at the regional level. In order to move on to the state level, you have to either place 1st or 2nd or 3rd, and Navya placed 1st. And this is the 3rd year for Navya to qualify for the state championship. So we traveled to Austin, Texas, where she competed over 18 hours of debate on legislation that is written by students.
Even with all of the students Centennial has sent, Navya is actually the first girl we've ever sent to state.
Usually this event is dominated predominantly by young men, and Navya is the first female from Centennial High School to qualify for UIL state. Not only that, she placed in the top 3.
Oh, I was really shocked, honestly, because it was a very, very competitive competition. But as I was like participating in the competition over time, I started picking up on different things and strategically placing myself in the round, so I felt a lot more confident going through the round. But I was definitely really shocked because honestly, I think this was one of the most competitive debate sessions I've ever been in. So it was really like a eye-opening experience for me.
Third place for congressional debate is no laughing matter. Everyone at Centennial is so proud of you, Navia. I'm Owen Davis with Cen10 News.
Thank you for the information, Owen, and congratulations, Navia.
Well, that wraps it up for today, Titans. If you want to see more of these reportings, just go to the Cen10 News account on Instagram and YouTube. This is Vinyan.
And Shaunak.
This has been Cen10 News.